today I'm going to be doing a product review on a ring light that I recently purchased. It's a Neewer Ring Light and it's an 18-inch in diameter size. It comes with a stand and a carry case. I bought it off Amazon.com and I've had it for a little while now, but I've been so busy lately that I just haven't even had a chance to get it out of the box or set it up. So I thought it would be a good opportunity to do a product review and let you guys know what my thoughts are on this light. I've been looking for a lighting solution for my YouTube videos for a while now, and I've been tossing up on what to get, but I ended up settling on a ring light because I just thought it was easier for the purpose of YouTube videos. So yeah, I wanted to make this video because I think a lot of people that are new creators or new on YouTube, you know, when you're starting out, there is certain equipment that you'll need, and often it can be really difficult to figure out, you know, what would be the best thing to use. So today I'm going to let you know my thoughts on the Neewer ring light that I recently purchased. So let's get into the video. So the ring light came in this really large box. It was quite awkward when I picked it up from the post office. But when I opened it up, the ring light itself was in a smaller box within the larger box. And inside was just a lot of plastic for cushioning so nothing would break in transport. So inside the actual box that the ring light was in, it came with another box inside that box, and when I opened this up, this turned out to be the stand or the bottom of the tripod. So this ring light comes with a tripod and an adjustable stand, and it's quite tall in the height that you can adjust it to. You just have to be mindful when you're undoing it to flip it and turn it the other way. So you can adjust the height by adjusting those legs there, but I've just fastened it using the little screw mechanism and set it at that height. This ring light also came with a case, and that's one reason why I opted for this one, because it came with its own carry case, which I thought was really handy. If I want to take it anywhere or transport it, it's got its own little bag to go in. So inside the bag came some of the accessories and the instructions. So the power cord, instructions, it came with its own little Bluetooth, and two different coloured reflectors or light covers or light shades, whatever you like to call them. And then the ring light itself, which doesn't come with any covers on it, so you actually fit those once you set the whole thing up. So here I've actually set the ring light up and I'm about to put on the white covers. Okay, I now have the ring light more or less set up. Setting up was a pretty easy process. The instructions that you're given are very, very basic, and it took me a while to find which was the English version, but I got there in the end. So now I'm just going to show you. I put the white light cover on the ring light just so we can have a look at what the white light looks like, and then I'm going to swap it around and do the orange light. I can't remember what the names of these plastic things are called, but I will find out and I'll add it to the video once I'm editing. So it's around about evening here at the moment and it's gone a little bit dusky. I just use my iPhone to make my videos, so it's a little bit grainy, so we'll see what a difference the light makes once I switch it on. And you do have it does come with a Bluetooth here, but that connects to your phone or your camera. So I think that's for more if you want to take photos, but for my purpose, I'm going to use this light to record my YouTube videos. So to turn it on, there's a little knob at the back, which I'll insert a clip, but just for now, I'm just going to turn the light on. Ooh, okay. So that is just turned on probably the lowest setting, and as you can see, it has brightened up my face and the area a little bit. So I'm just going to gradually increase the light and get to the highest, and then you can see the difference between now and as it increases. So this is the lowest. Oh, wrong way. Well, so this is basically this high? No. This is, I don't even think this is the highest. Okay, this is the highest setting. So maybe we can go backwards. Very, very bright. I'm not even sure what this looks like on the camera because I can hardly see through the light. That's how bright it is. But I'm going to decrease it now. I can find the button. So that's decreased. That's basically one turn, which is taking it down a bit. Still really bright. It really brightens up my face. So, I mean, that's good. The whole reason I bought this was for lighting for my videos. So I'll just decrease it a little bit again. But having said that, it probably doesn't need to be this light. That's one more turn again, and this is probably the setting I would use it at. I think this gives enough lighting to light up my face, but it doesn't look too bright. So we'll go one turn down again, and that's basically brought it right down to pretty much nothing. So I mean, it depends on what your lighting is in the room that you're using, but I think probably around this brightness on a lower setting. So one turn of the little dial, the lighting dial, is sufficient for me. And that is, as I said, it's getting on dusk. I think it's around about 6 o'clock here in summertime, so it's still light outside, but it's not light enough to actually film a video inside because the sun has gone down, even though it's light outside. And that's one of the reasons I was looking to solve this lighting problem, was because I felt I was really limited on a certain window of time to film my videos. I always had to get them shot in a specific space, and if I didn't get, you know, all the video done that I wanted to, it really created a problem because it started to get darker and darker and the lighting started to get more dim and dim. And I actually use a iPhone to film my YouTube videos on. So it's an iPhone 6 Plus, so it doesn't have a back facing light on it, only a forward facing light or flash. All right, so now I'm gonna swap the covers to the orange covers just so you can see the difference. Okay, so I've just fitted the ring light with the orange light covers. One thing I did notice when I was fitting them on is that the orange ones feel a little more flimsier than the white covers. They both feel, the plastic doesn't feel very strong on either of them. So for me, I don't think I will be swapping and changing a lot between the covers. I think I'll pick one that I like that works in the space that I'm going to be using, and pretty much use the same ones, because I don't want to be really taking off the white ones and putting on the orange ones a whole lot in case some of the small pieces of plastic break. I'm sure you can reorder the covers, but I want to try to avoid that if I can. So with the orange lights on, let's see how these ones look. Okay, so this is really nice actually. It's more of a gentler light. It's not as harsh as the white one. This is on a considerable turn of the dial, of the lighting dial, and it's just a little bit more, I don't know what the word for it is, a little bit more subdued, I guess, to the white light. I do like the white light, how it does brighten up, but this light is a bit more softer. So let's see what it looks like at the highest setting. Let's turn it up. So again, very, very bright, quite hard to look into the camera when the light is so bright. That's why I wouldn't use a light that does shine this brightly in my eyes, but you know, you can't even see what it looks like on the camera. So I'm gonna just turn it down a turn and just see what it looks like. Oh. Okay, so that's with one turn of the knob. It's come down a bit, but yet still really, really bright. And when you're making videos, you don't really want to be squinting into the camera either. You want to just be able to look in and just have the light illuminate your face. So let's turn it down one more. Okay, yeah, again, for me, I think the lower setting works quite well. Maybe could even go down a little bit more. I mean, yeah, for me personally, I'm really comfortable with a lower setting, but obviously you have to play around with it a little bit depending on what your space looks like, what the lighting that comes into the room looks like, and what kind of look that you're going for in your videos. If you do want a really highly illuminated look, or if you just wanted subtle light just to highlight your face, and just so everything's more clearer in your videos. So, even though I've just set it up, a couple of pros and cons already that I've noticed. Pros, this actually came with a carry case, which I showed earlier on in the video. So that means if I want to take it anywhere, if I want to, you know, take it to a friend's house or film on a location outside of my house, then it's really easy to take in a carry case. And that's one of the reasons why I ordered this model, was because it did come with that carry case. It's very light, it's not that heavy, and from what I can see, once you figure out all the parts, it comes apart really easily and it's easy to put together. The tripod part of this is quite, so it's gonna hold the weight of the light up. I'm not sure about the weight of a camera. I've heard some reviews that said if you've got a proper camera, that the weight of it doesn't sit that well, because the top of the light is quite flimsy and light. Even though the bottom is really solid, the top is really flimsy. So for me, that's not an issue because I film everything through my iPhone. But if you're looking to film on a camera which has some weight to it, that's one thing that you'll need to consider. What else? It's a good height. I mean, I'm fairly short and I'm actually like standing down a little bit, but you know, this is for me standing up. This is probably, I would say, the lowest it can go. So you're looking at doing videos either standing up or sitting on a stool, because I don't think it adjusts down any further than this height. I would say it's about at 150 centimeters where the camera is at the moment. So that's good. It's a good height. It can, and if you're tall, it can adjust a lot higher. There is room for this thing to go probably basically to the ceiling. So yeah, I think that's a really good thing. The only cons so far, as I mentioned earlier, was the casings for the light feel a little bit flimsy. You don't want to be playing around with them too much, or being, I guess more so, you don't want to be being heavy-handed with it, because you don't want to break a small part of one of the, I'll actually see if I can show you what I'm talking about. It's going to come up. So these small parts here, you can't really see, but yeah, this plastic is not very strong. So you just want to make sure that, you know, you're not being heavy-handed with these, and try not to break them when you're changing them, if you change them a lot. And the other thing that I noticed is that the mount that this phone sits on, it fits into a little groove that's on the back of the light. There's a little platform with a little groove, and this actually a bit.
Again, for me, because I use my iPhone, I'm filming inside, there's no wind, it's not a heavy device, that's not an issue. But again, if you're thinking of, or if you're creating videos that have a heavier camera, that is one thing that you're definitely going to want to consider. All right, that's it guys. That is my review of the Neewer ring light. I'll leave the details of this in the description box below. And yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know if you've tried this light, if you have any other pros and cons that I didn't mention. I've literally just pulled this one out of the box, so I'm sure once I start using it, I'll find a lot more things that, you know, I'll find good and bad about it. But yeah, drop some comments below on your experience if you've used this light before. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.